Excellent. Om Ganana Twa Ganana Twa Ganapatigum Avamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashrinvanodibesi Sadanam Shimaha Ganapataye Namaha Om Ganana Twa Ganana Twa Ganapatim Twa Ganana Twa Ganapatim Ganapatim Ganapatigum Havamahe Ganapatim Ganapatigum Havamahe Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Havamahe Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Ganapatimiti Ganapatim Havamahe Kavigum Havamahe Kavim Kavigum Havamahe Kavim Upamashravastamam Upamashravastamamityupamashravah tamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Jeshtarajam Brahmanah Jeshtarajamiti Jeshta Rajam Brahmanaspate Brahmanaspate Pate Brahmanaspada Apate Brahmanaspada Pada Anona Apate Pada Anah Anona Anashranvan Nashranmantrinmanno Nashranmannothivirothivishranmanno Nashranmannothivi Shranmannothivirothivishranmantrinmannothivisida Othivisida Sadanagam Sidothivirothivishida Sadanam Othivirityuti Bihi Sida Sadanagam Sida Sadanam Sadanamidi Sadanam प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजे भिर्वाजिनीमती धीनामभित्र्यवतु महासरस्वत्यै नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अस्मिन् गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः देवीं वाचमजनयन्त देवाः तां विश्वरूपा पशवो वदन्ति सा नो मन्द्रेषु मूर्जन्दुहाना धेनुर्वागस्मानुपतिष्ठितैतु व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीलता महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी समेत श्रीचन्द्रमौळीश्वराय नमः श्री कांची कामकोटि पीठाधिपति जगद्गुरु श्री शंकराचार्य श्री चरणयोः प्रणामाः स्वस्ति श्रीमदखिल भूमण्डलालंकार त्रयत्रिंशत्कोटि देवता सेवित श्री कामाक्षी देवी सनाथ श्रीमदे काम्रनाथ श्री महादेवी सनाथ श्री हस्तगिरिनाथ साक्षात्कार परमाधिष्ठान सत्यव्रत नामांकित कांची दिव्यक्षेत्रे शारदा मठस्थितानाम् अतुलितुदार समाधुर्य कमलासन कामिनी धम्मिल्ल संफुल्ल मल्लिका मालिका निश्चिन्द मकरन्द झरि सौवस्तिक वाङ्निगुम्ब विजृम्भणानन्द तुन्दुलित मनीषि मण्डलानाम् अनवरताद्वैत विद्या विनोदरसिकानां निरन्तरालङ्कृतीकृत शान्तिदान्ति भूम्नां सकलभुवनचक्र प्रतिष्ठापक श्रीचक्र प्रतिष्ठा विख्यात यशोलङ्कृतानां निखिलपाषण्डषण्डकण्टकोद्घाटनेन विशदीकृत वेदान्त मार्ग षण्मद प्रतिष्ठापकाचार्याणां श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य श्री जगद्गुरु श्रीमच्छङ्कर भगवत्पादाचार्याणाम् अधिष्ठाने सिंहासनाभिषिक्त श्रीमच्चन्द्रशेखरेन्द्र सरस्वती संयमीन्द्राणाम् अधिष्ठाने सिंहासनाभिषिक्त श्रीमज्जयेन्द्र सरस्वती संयमीन्द्राणाम् अन्ते वासिवर्य श्रीमच्छङ्कर विजयेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीपादानां च शरणनयोः सप्रशयं सान्दिबन्धं जनमस्कुर्मः शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मत् श्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. So you saw me chant something different today. How many of you know what it is?
Is it Ghanam?
Yes. What Ghanam was that?
That I don't know.
Okay. Anybody taking a guess? Srinivas Garu, your voice is muted, so I won't be able to hear what you're saying in case you're saying something. Your audio is not clear. You have to check your audio. Something is wrong. Okay, so anybody else? Okay, you should have been able to relate this, and that is why I chanted it. In the second class, when I talked about swaras, matras, I talked about several different methods of chanting Vedam. Prakriti, Vikriti, Samhita Patham, Jata, Krama, Mala. Remember? Adila, the last one was Ganapatha. This is the method of chanting Vedam. Technically, it takes almost about 15, 16 years for a Vaidika to be dedicated at school to learn this method and chant it. There is a pattern to it. And in that pattern, you have to chant, memorize everything of Vedam that you have learned. Not just Rudram, Chamakam, Taittiriya Upanishad and all that. Every part of Vedam you have to chant. During the final examination, there will be 4 or 5 Vadhyars that will say, come on, chant this, chant this, chant this. They'll keep on bombarding. And the Vadhyar that is appearing for graduation should chant everything flawlessly from anywhere. So it will require a lot of effort, skill, talent, commitment, dedication of these people to do it. So at least for the sake of that, when next time Vadhyar comes home and they say they are a Ganapatikal, surrender. They are your guru. And just by taking their blessing, surrendering in front of them, you get a lot of blessing and good credit without doing much. They did the hard work, and you go fall at their feet and get the credit. Very simple. You must feel honored that they are coming to your home. You must feel very honored that they are the custodians of Vedas in this age when we are all busy making money. And unless we support them wholeheartedly, they cannot survive and grow because their children also would like to become a doctor, teacher, politician, but they don't. There are many families that are dedicating themselves to preserving this tradition and legacy. And at least we in the US must appreciate that because in India, maybe you can say, oh, if you don't behave Vadiyar, I will go to somebody else. You have got multiple options. Technically, you are not supposed to do that. Vadiyar is your guru. It is for the family, for ages. So if your Vadiyar grows old with you, their Vadiyar's son is supposed to be the Vadiyar for your son and daughter. And you must encourage that tradition, respect it, honor them. Which is why you saw in Sashtyabrti, the first opportunity I got in the US, we went gung ho on honoring all the key Vadyars that are serving the tri state area, at least in the central Jersey, northern Jersey, Pennsylvania area. Bottom line, they all called me after 10 days. They were emotional and they were very happy. They said, somebody is there who are thinking of us. And we all felt honored the way you did it, the way you recognized us, the way you gave us opportunity. And the net outcome you saw, they were fully involved. Nobody was looking at the watch, looking at the phone, multitasking. They were all fully dedicated as if it is their family function. This is the give and take that we need to establish. So if people like me are in demand, where people come and say, please do this puja at my home, you can imagine the shortage of pandits, qualified pandits, right? We are all the rookies or paralegals. That is neither here nor there. So wherever we see opportunity, we need to support, protect. So I'm not trying to make it a commercial marketing speech, but I strongly feel why this is important. And you must understand that if I'm chanting at this speed without much of a practice, it is full credit to my guru who taught me the basics 40 years ago. And that is the point I wanted to stress by chanting this, that if you want to gain fluency with accuracy, every tip of the chanting method that I'm giving in these classes, soak it, absorb it, and implement it. If you take a shortcut there and say, oh, okay, this guy is going too technical, I can't keep pace with him, or I don't understand half of what he says, and I'm good at reading the PDF, God bless you. then you are not chanting Vedam, you are just chanting something to your satisfaction. When we get into the details of Akshara, Swara, Matra, that alone is not enough for good chanting. That is only giving you the base. So last time we talked about E, right? Do you remember where we stopped? I think we stopped at Ka, Kha, Ga, Ga, Da, that whole Ka, Chata, Ta, Pa, Ja, Varga, right?
We tried to form words with each of those
Correct.
letters
Correct.
throughout.
So we did everything up to Bha also, right? Bhavani, all that stuff we said, right? So if we go to the consonants, Vyanjanani, semi-vowels and sibilants, there are again Mrudu, Khara and Mrudu Vyanjanani. Soft consonants are hard or surds as they are called as. There you have in the Kavarga, in the palatals you have I in the sh, r in the sh. Linguals. The dentals, l, s, labials, v. So any example that you can give for h? Huh?
Dream.
Khreem, okay.
Right.
Hrudaya, correct, yes. Simple ones. Hava mahe.
Transform.
Just now I chanted, no? Ganana tva Ganapatikam hava mahe. Plus a is hava mahe. Ha. Then for palatals, I. Yo Vedadavsvara prokto Vedante the Pratishthitah tasya prakatilinasya. Yes? Yama Yanamaha. No? Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavaan Pashuman Bhavati. Are you finding it difficult to give examples?
You say ha plus ra, right?
No, is the root consonant. So you can attach a vowel to that and talk about a word. The word can be 2-letter word, 5-letter, 10-letter, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Anything more on E? Yeah.
Hamsa.
Hamsa is good. Hamsaya vidmahe paramahamsaya dhimahi tanno hamsa prachodayat. Anybody knows what is Hamsa?
Swan.
Okay. Any good example that the Sanskrit and German languages are deeply connected? In the commercial world, there is a living big example. Perfect. Does anybody know how that name came from? Where does the name come from?
What did you say? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Padmaji said it is swan.
Yeah, after that something.
I said, can anybody give a good example of live example of the connection between Sanskrit and German language? So immediately Ramswamy and Bhuvanaji said Lufthansa. So I asked, what is the background after the name? How did the name come from? Luft is air in German.
Yes.
And they also have Hamsa, flying. That is why the name is Lufthansa. Right? So interesting. We used the airline for so many years. We never bothered to know how that name come from.
Yeah, exactly.
So idea of doing all this exercise is for you to say, okay, now I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open, grab everything that is around me and learn more.
Yes.
There's one thing to say I'm familiar with it, but I don't know. There's another thing to say I know. Right, next one. Yeah. Example should come like firing AK-47. Just now I gave so many examples. Yopam pushpam veda, pushpavan prajavan, pushavan bhavati. Then
Evam Veda.
yeah, evam veda, correct. Then yada yada hi dharmasya. No?
Yep. Yada yada dharmasya glanirбhavati bharat.
So many examples are there. Then next one, ish.
Ish.
Shivoham. Huh?
Kamala.
Krishyati.
No, both of you are saying it. I can't understand what you're saying. Yeah. Srinivas Garu, what were you saying?
No, in one word it ends with pratishyati. Pratishyati.
Pratitishthati. No, that is not the correct one. I'm glad you said that. That is a different one. Shyamala, yes.
Ishwara.
Ishvara, okay.
Pashanya.
Okay. Shambho. Why? Shankara. So many simple examples are there.
Shankara should have come.
Ah.
Shankara.
Sharadamba. Shava, Shiva. Everything is there. Correct? Next. R.
Nairuti.
Uh-huh. There is only one part there. Yes, I would say that one
Rishi.
part, but that is a different, huh?
Rishi.
That is all vowels. R. This is ir.
Ir. Okay.
Ah. Nairriti I will give in because the semicircle ir is ir. Yeah, good. Then Rudram. Very simple.
I said Rudra.
Ah, okay. Then Ram Ram Rameti Rame Rameti Manorame. Leah.
Rag.
So you are looking for a simple Ra.
Simple. Anything that comes with ir.
I was thinking
Not-
the R. That's what I was. Okay.
No.
Like a Rishi.
No.
Yeah,
This is ir. Murdhanya.
Rag.
Okay. Next one.
Yes.
Ish.
Shatkon.
Okay. Then
Shanmuga.
correct. Then Pushpa.
Vishit.
Bhavishya. Okay.
Yeah. Adya Karishye.
Karishye. Correct. Absolutely. So you got an idea now. There is a difference between the Shambhosha and this. Okay. Then il. Huh?
You mean La?
Okay.
La.
Muted. You're on mute.
Lalita.
Correct. Then Labham.
There are some.
Lanka. Lambodara. Lavanya. Leelavati. Laghunyasa.
Leela. Lakshmi.
Lakshmi. Yes. Then so all important names you are forgetting. Good. Now, see, you have to just stimulate your thinking. That's all I'm trying to do. It's not a test or something. Okay. Then is
Saraswati.
correct. I thought you will call out my name first. You didn't. Yeah.
No, Shivakumar or Sivakumar?
In Tamil, it is Sivakumar.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
Sa, yeah.
Sukumari.
Correct, Sukumar.
Sukanya.
So this is
Sukan-
the first Sa.
Sa, yes.
Yeah.
Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu. Rabia, you said
Sarigama.
something?
Sarigama.
Sarigama, yes.
Sandhya.
Sandhya, Sargam, Savitri, Sulekha, Saroja, yes.
All names.
So plenty of that. So once you start thinking, the exercise is fun. The next one is labial. Uv. Labial means anything that uses the lips, the part, the front. Yeah. Uv.
Wow.
Vashatkara.
Vashatkara, Vamadeva, Vandana.
Deva. Vandana.
Correct? Vidya,
Niyogaha.
Viniyogaha, Vidya,
Vajya.
Vadyar, yes, Varahi.
Varahi.
Correct. Plenty. So let's move on to the next one. Now, if you see the boxes there, they are categorized as A1, A2, etc. because they are different scenarios. 85 rules that I talked about, out of that, there are several scenarios there. If you see Shivaha plus Aham becomes Shivoham. Wo and drag by one matra because there is a S letter. So the two dots, colons are called Visarga. The letter S is called Avagraha. Why somebody is putting Avagraha there?
To elongate it.
Correct. Yeah, but is that the main purpose?
So it's a combination of two words.
Okay. But you are combining many words, you don't put the Avagraha everywhere, right?
No, when you're putting two words together and that Visarga you want to substitute, you
So Namaha and Shivaya. I'm substituting the Visarga by
Namah
Ish Namah Shivaya. So why am I not putting a S there?
no, there you don't put.
Yeah. So why put here?
I think whichever starts with a with a no,
Correct.
Visarga followed by a particular
Letter.
letters.
Correct. So specifically not always. But not always. Okay. So this is where you have to understand what is the rule and how it is applied. So Shivaha plus Aham becomes Shivoham. Because you substitute the Visarga, the Va becomes Vo. So you're knocking off Visarga, you're knocking off two letters. And you're just making the Va Vo. Correct? So Shi, Va, Visarga, one gone, gone. Instead of two, you're bringing back only one because the Va becomes Vo. So net, you're chopping one akshara from the combination, impacting the meter. The meter has to be intact. Are you all following what I'm saying?
So when you say Shivoham, so then when you say Shivo, that O comes and after that it should be followed by the
No, take the akshara count. Shi, Va, Ha. A, Ha,
Okay.
You have
Yes.
6 when you started.
Yes.
Just because you're combining, you cannot change the meter. Shi, Vo to Ha, You're getting only 5.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Yeah. No. Can you just repeat this? What you said?
Yeah. Don't look at the script. Don't look at the script now. Shi, Va, Ha. A, Ha,
6.
Now, in combining, you're saying Shi, Vo, Ha, Only 5. So you're replacing 2, but you're bringing back only 1. That is why you put the filler, Avagraha.
Oh, okay.
Did everybody understand this? Because silence means I'm confused.
Yeah.
Govindraj Mama. Don't hesitate. There is no question that is a bad question. I can repeat something 10 times. It is not a big deal.
Are you hearing me?
I can. I'm able to hear you. But if you don't ask questions now, suddenly you will lose the basics of what was being done when we go into the advanced chanting. And you will chant wrong. Right? Devi Matyam, double avagraha. Anybody knows the example? All out of syllabus questions. Samarudha. Now, if you know the technical aspect of it, what is to be done, why it is to be done, will you ever now commit a mistake or a blunder of ignoring avagrahas in chanting? Will you? I won't. I don't care. Oh, he doesn't do it, she doesn't do it. Nobody does it. Why would I do it? No, you are supposed to take care of your life, not others' lives. So you want to attain moksha, then you make sure that you reduce as many papas that you do. Right? So if it is single avagraha, one matra, two avagrahas, two matras, you must have the patience to do that. Namostute. It is not namostute. Because you're taking a contract at the beginning of the chapter itself. This is the chandas. Gayatri Shnigarishtvas Chandamsi. Then you stick to that. That is not just for reading a PDF. It is a declaration that you're making. Correct? So avagrahas are very important. Visarga substitution rules you must understand and do it, follow it very religiously. Many people I've seen in the middle of the shloka, they will do aha. Except for followed by ksha, that aha gets substituted. ராமசாமி சார் உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கா ருத்ரத்தில் வேர் அஹாக்கு அப்புறம் க்ஷா வருது See, all tough questions. Namaha kshatrubhyas. அப்புறம் Srinivas garu, you also know Rudram, no? So I thought you would have answered that question.
Sorry, can you please
after
repeat the question?
After the Visarga, where are you finding ksha in Rudram? Or in anybody in Devi Mahatmyam, if you can say, that is also fine.
I don't remember. There are so many places in Rudra.
Namaha kshatrubhyas sangrahi trubhyascha. Got it?
Yeah.
So wherever there is a Visarga followed by ksha, there is no substitution there. You have to chant the Visarga as is. Clear? All right?
There must be more of those also, right?
Plenty.
Some other also.
Plenty.
Yes, sir.
But
Plenty,
now
yeah.
try to acquire that knowledge and
Yeah, got
okay, good. So let us move fast. Ramaha plus asti become Ramosti. Namaha Narayanaya. It is Namo Narayanaya. Ramaha plus Gacchati. Ramo Gacchati. Ramaha plus Ichchati will become Rama Ichchati. Ramaha plus Uvacha will become Rama Uvacha. Okay? Don't make it Rama Uvacha. Combine. Naraha plus Atanti is Nara Atanti. Naraha plus Gachanti is Nara Gachanti. Now, Punaha plus Ramate, B3, this becomes Puna Ramate. Dwa plus Rikta is Dwa Rikta. Harihi plus Ramyaha becomes Hari Ramyaha. Any idea why it is flipping to Dhirgam there?
Coming in succession.
Adimatramilla. When you have Harihi plus Ramyaha, you just don't drop the Visarga and change the meter. So Ri is Hraswam, one matra. When you combine, just you are dropping the Visarga, you flip the Ri to Ri. Got it?
I suddenly have this question. I don't know why this came to my mind. Like we have Devi and Devi. What is the difference when you say just Devi with a
Grammatical.
and then
Grammatical.
Grammatical.
That is precisely what I'm focusing right here.
Does it have any, the meaning changes?
Meaning will never change in Sanskrit when you do the combination. You can say the whole thing, Namaha plus Astu plus Te is Namostu Te, the meaning doesn't change. These are only for notations for writing and chanting. That's it. Okay, so moving forward. All of you, I think you are getting a little nervous and tense to ask questions or answer. Don't worry about wrong answers. Unless you open up, you will not learn it. So B7. Saha plus Ichhati, Sa Ichhati. Saha plus Gachhati, Sa Gachhati. Eshaha plus Upavishyati. Esha Upavishati. Eshaha plus Viraha. Esha Viraha. Now you see the beauty here. You don't drop all the Visargas. There are only two words. You drop the Visargas where you're combining it. Had there been something after the Viraha, then that Visarga will get substituted by something else. Got it? Then, this is the beautiful one. I dwelt on this in the morning, which I'm going to do now. Ganapatihi plus Avatu is Ganapati Ravatu. Anybody can explain what is going on there? I have already explained this in the context of something else in the first class.
The here will be repressed. That one.
Mm-hmm. What is the rule that is being talked about?
Again, here the Visarga is going and that so your mind goes to becoming Ganapatir Ravatu.
So what is happening? How did you land in Ganapati Ravatu?
No, so the numbers, as you said, we should not be dropping off the count. The count should not go. So,
Correct.
So Visarga, if we move, then that I don't know why we are moving that then. Okay.
Bhuvaha.
Again, I'm confused.
Nobody is able to remember what I taught in the first class?
Some letters and all, like you said, like it can have and it should not have. That is what you said.
I said there are places where, yes, Srinivas Garu.
I think when in elementary study, it is called Rugagama Skandhi in Telugu.
Okay.
I remember that way. Where the raw letter comes in.
Correct.
Places that Visarga.
Yeah, you're on the right track. But continue to explain the word Ganapati Ravatu.
Yeah, Ganapati, the Visarga is dropped.
And substituted by?
Ra.
Not Ra, Ir.
Yeah.
There is a difference between Ra and Ir, right?
Right.
Yeah. Ir. So then what happens?
Ganapatir Ravatu.
Ganapatir plus Avatu. Ir plus A becomes Ra.
Ra.
That is how you land up in Ganapati Ravatu. Got it? I explained it in detail in Bhur Bhuvas Suvarom. Suvaha plus Om. Suvarom. Ir plus O Rom. So nobody is going back to the YouTube and watching it. After the class.
I went back. I still, like this root words is a little difficult for me to understand, and I'm trying to go back and trying to get that.
That is where you have to watch the YouTube 3-4 times. So you'll remember. You take notes, then you'll remember.
Yeah.
And you also have to take care of my YouTube status. No, unless you go and watch it over and over again, they won't keep my status on. They will drop me. There are X number of hours people have to watch my channel. That is when I can keep my status alive. So you can contribute by watching it. Even if you're not glued onto the video, you can keep it playing in the background. So people will say, oh, wow, so many people are watching his channel for a long time. I'm teaching all unethical things here, right? No, I was just joking. I don't worry too much about the status and all. But it is for your own benefit. If you go back, you will learn something new and you will be able to apply it. Then you will know why you're doing what you're doing. And the reason why I'm stressing on this is when you know that the word itself got formed by Visarga substitution, will you afford to take a break after Pati? Is there a word called Ravatu? There is no word called Ravatu.
No,
So
it
then,
has to be said together.
Now you understand where I was going with this. So appreciate which word you can take a pause where, like the previous one, Esha Upavishati, or Esha Upavishati, Esha Viraha. You can take a pause there between the two. That's fine. Here you can't chop this word, Ganapati, Ravatu. Oh, I lost my breath. I'm going to chop. Doesn't make sense. Okay, well. So Ravihi plus Udeti, Ravi Rudeti. Same way. These are all supposed to be chanted together. It doesn't matter whether you have a breath or you don't have a breath. You need to manage that part very well during chanting. Guruhu plus Brahma. Here is the example where they're given Gurur Brahma. Ir comes in. Punarapi, Punaha plus Api, Punarapi. Pitaha plus Vadasi, Pitar Vadasi. Mataha plus Indum, Mata Rindum. There is no word called Rindum. It is Mataha Ir plus E, Mata Rindum. Got it? Dwa plus Atra, Dwaratra. Dwa plus Drishta, Dwar Drishta. Ramaha plus Cha, Ramashcha. Here you see the Visarga getting substituted by Ish. Whereas in the next one, Ramaha tikate, Ramash tikate. That Ish is soft. And D3 is Namaha plus Te is Namaste. Did you ever know that Namaste is actually a combination of two words? Until now?
Interesting.
I didn't know.
So now you know. That's the beauty of learning, right? Until you learn, you're dumb. The moment you learn, you become educated, enlightened. So, Namaha plus Te. So, if somebody is a geek, they can go and find out what is the meaning of Namaha and what is the meaning of Te. It becomes even more interesting. Okay? So, Namaha plus Shivaya. Here, the substitution is Ish. So, Namash, that sound is to be there. Gush of air. Namash Shivaya. Namaha plus Shanmukhaya. Namash Shanmukhaya. This is a softerish. Whereas Namaha plus Sadashivaya is Namas Sadashivaya. Half of his. Ramaha plus Karoti, Rama Karoti. This is what you learn in Sanskrit class. Very. The last part is Ramaha plus Pachati is Rama Pachati, and Vrikshaha plus Phalati is Vriksha Phalati. So I think that should give you a good intro into how important it is to understand all this. It brings you to a very important aspect of where to take a pause, where to group the words, which aksharas to group, and how it changes the meaning if you just do some pause and break of words at some random place. Got it? I hope the importance is well understood and you will not commit the mistake of randomly taking a pause somewhere. Did anybody go and watch the last week's video where I talked about Namasadase, Namasadaspataye, Namasakheenam Puroganam Chakshushe Namo Dive Namashtadhivyai? You remember in the last class? I spoke about it. So you take the blessings of the Brahmanas in the Sabha before you start anything good. So that is why you start with Dhruvante Raja Varno Dhruvan Devo Brihaspatihi Dhruvam Ta Indrashagnischa Rashtram Dharayatam Dhruvam. ராமசாமி சார் ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? இது எங்க எந்த சூக்தத்துல இருந்து வருது? பாக்ய சூக்தம் இல்ல, அதுலயே இருக்கே ப்ரஹஸ்பதிஹி. சரி, கிளாஸுக்கு அப்புறம் நவகிரக சூக்தத்தை எடுத்து திறந்து பாருங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ அதே மாதிரி பர்வத இவா விசாச்சலிஹி இந்திர இவேகத த்ருவஸ்திஷ்ட इह राष्ट्रमुधारय अभिदिष्टप्रदन्यतः अधरे सन्तु शत्रवः इन्द्र इव वृत्रः तिष्ठ सुमुहूर्तोऽस्तु सुप्रतिष्ठितमस्तु. So they are saying, chanting and saying, okay, it's a good muhurtam for you to start the puja. Then they bless the Yajamana. Vidhyasma habjirna masopasadhya mitrandeyam mitradeyam nosto anuradhan havisha vaddayantah shatanjivema shatanjivema. 100 ஆயுசு இருங்கோன்னு சொல்றா ஆசீர்வாதம். You understand what all things happen in the beginning of the puja. You never paid attention till date. So now you're going to do. இது ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? ரித்தியாஸ்மா அவ்வே நம்ம இதில் வருதுன்னு அனுராதா நக்ஷத்திரம். So Dirghayushamastu. All the Brahmanas will put Akshata on the Yajamana, blessing the Yajamana to live for 100 years. Adhikapram Nama Sadase. Yajamanas take the blessings from the Sadas, people who are in the puja. So next time when you go for a puja, will you be more interested in socializing and talking something else, or you'll be more interested in listening to this and say, okay, they are talking to me because I am a part of the Sadas. Think about it. Obviously you will pay attention because, oh, they're talking to me. It's not some blabbering of mantras there, right? At the same time, they will also use this to invoke the Brahmanas by chanting mantras. They'll go and put Akshara in Brahmana and go and immediately pay the advance amount. $1 coin kudungo. You don't keep any debt with anybody. So they have come here for doing puja at your home. You want to start with the contract. I've already made you advance payment. No kadan, no run, no debt. That is the purpose of Tambula. If you focus on Shraddham, if you do any other homa, they do the Tambulam first. And then you please help me, guide me. Beautiful system, isn't it? You take wedding, it starts with Phaladana. Constantly you will have that aspect of Tambulam. It is because you don't want to keep any debt from anybody. No obligation. No, nothing comes free. So if you pay attention to all these things, you will enjoy. You know what is going on in the whole puja area. Right? Govindraja Mama, agree, yeah?
You're explaining, so you're understanding. Every time, most of the places they will do, but they will not explain. So you keep wondering what. Some things you understand because now we've learned some shlokas, so certain things make sense. But then overall, the interest is there, of course, as you said. But as you fill out, because you explained, it makes sense.
The reason I'm explaining it is, imagine how many hours you're investing in learning these things. So now I will put it in a very blunt language. You go to driving, learn car driving, right? Will you ever close your eyes and shut your ears and say, okay, I am here supposed to hold the steering and press the gas pedal and brake? Will you ever dare to do that? Never. You want to know, oh, this is the lane. You want to know there is a yellow dotted line. What is a yellow dotted line? You learned all that stuff, even with regardless you migrated at 60 years of age or 20 years of age. You want to know what is a white solid line. You want to know what is a double line. And you want to keep your eyes and ears open. Because you want to know and do things. Not some blindly steering means 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock and do all that crap. So when you do things with knowledge, it gives you the phalan. When you understand the system, you enjoy it even more. And I think I've said this many a time. Many people will openly ask, because they know I'm a Brahmana and I'm so proud of Sanatana Dharma, they will keep on trying to embarrass me. Oh, Kumar, do you believe in Varna system? Caste system? They will not say Varna system. Varna system is below their dignity. Do you believe in caste system? And they'll think that they have trapped me in front of 10 people. I said, you know what? I'm so proud of the Varna system. I think it should have continued. Oh, you're so backward. I said, maybe for people who are illiterate. Because if you have been brainwashed by Max Miller, who wanted to define the caste system the way he wanted it for political purposes, then you will hate it. If you understand why the system was formed and what is the essence of that system and how it is a backbone of our system of spirituality, you will appreciate it. Correct? Brahmana has been given that status. I told you, somebody who's chanting Veda, surrender, fall at their feet. You only learnt one rule. That rule is also saying, Brahmana, you don't have to worry about iPhones, you don't have to worry about titles and bonuses and packages. All the other people will work hard for you. For you, whatever you need for survival, do Bhiksha Vandanam, they will give you. There is always a check and balance. Got it? So it is a concept of specialization so that people can specialize and understand that fort and carry the legacy without dropping the ball. And if somebody lectures on caste system, then you should not be classifying and you should not be afraid of an engineer like me getting into operating theater and cracking open your skull. Because I know how to use a hacksaw. I know how to use a drill. But I don't think you're comfortable giving your head to me. You want a qualified surgeon, only a doctor, only from this university. Why? It is a modern day caste system. So caste system per se is not negative. Misuse of any system is. And it is important, and I'm going into the details because unfortunately today Usha Sampath is not there. I was told to do the Sashtapdi Bhurti first day by somebody in our own group. So I went with a complete set of people who were learning Vedam from me. We had 11 Ritviks. And I'm very particular about the sequence. And Srinivas Garu knows all this thing because he has also done that. He has invited me to his place to do Mahanyasa Rudrabhishekam, right? I'm very particular about chanting the Swasti. After every Rudra Anvaka, you do the Priyatam to the Rudra name and then do Swasti for the Yajamana, right? And some of the students were not very energetic, distracted, lost energy. They were not saying Tathastu. That is the least you can say. What is the meaning of Tathastu? Whatever you said, I'm also joining you and I agree with you in blessing the. So I can only demand from my students and people who are coming there as Ritviks, getting that respect, getting that Sambhavana to do their job. So I said, all of you are supposed to say it loudly and I want to hear it. Now there are people who are sitting on the chair as audience listening to this. So I was talking to the people who are sitting there in a particular role of a Brahmana. So I said, all of you Brahmana, you are supposed to do it. It got interpreted that those who are sitting in the chair are not supposed to do it. You just see the mindset. It was about to boomerang into a political issue. Immediately somebody said, Kumar will never do it, we know him. So let us not gossip. And we have full luxury to talk to him directly. Let us talk to him and understand what he meant. So somebody was trying to create a political controversy there, got embarrassed because this particular lady asked me, Kumar, please explain what you meant. I said, I was talking to my people. I have no right to tell the audience. Can I tell the audience, you have to bless the Yajamana? No, they'll say, it's none of your business. But for the Ritviks who have come there as Vadhyas, it is their duty to do it. So moment it was explained, they understood, oh, he only told them and reminded them. He never told me not to do it. I said blessings. Is there a blessings called Brahmana blessings and Shudra blessings and Paraya blessings? There is none. Blessings are blessings. So anybody can say Tathastu. So point I'm trying to explain is that we must get out of all those political discourses and understand the system to enjoy the system and embrace it wholeheartedly. So you will know what is going on in the arena and why, and especially our gurus, Raghuji and Akhilaji and Yajnanatha Mama, they're so knowledgeable. There are so many things you can learn from them. So many things. provided you show interest. So get into the gist of it. Don't be shy in asking questions. There are many things I learned at a later age. All of this I didn't learn in 74. There at that time I was also learning only how to chant. Because my guru said first learn how to chant, then you can start a discourse. So there's no harm, right? So great. With this, we will jump straight into the Ganapatyatharvaseersham. I want to make a beginning. Do you all have that script in front of you? Anybody can say what is the first part? Bhadram karnebhih shrunuyama devaah Bhadram pashyemakshabhiryajatraah Sthirairangai sasthanubhih Yashema devahitam yadayuh. What is this?
Shanti mantra.
Why do we chant it?
So anything we start with peace.
And?
End with peace.
Super. That is a complete sentence now. So, there are many Shanti mantras in our Vedas. There is the Shanti Panchakam, a compilation of 5 Shanti mantras called Shanti Panchakam. Typically, when you do long pujas, you will see Vadyas chanting Shanti Panchakam at the end. So it is not just one line Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. That is the shortest way of praying. Slightly bigger is this Bhadram Karne Shruniyam. You start with peace for yourself, peace for your community, peace for the world. We are not selfish people. Then there is Shanti Ghosham. You can do this Shanti mantra for 1 hour. They all have significance. They all have value. So in this case, can somebody say what Vedam is this?
Atharva Veda.
Correct. Each of the Vedas have picked up a couple of Shanti mantras and they said we will use in our Upanishad, in our chanting, these Shanti mantras, prefix and suffix. In Chamakam, what is the Shanti mantra?
Sanchame.
That is used as a Shanti Patha before Rudra, which is correct. I mean, you're not absolutely wrong. But for Chamakam, what is the Shanti mantra? Ida devahor manojagjanir brihaspatirakta madani sakam sishat vishve devasu uktava japati vima dharmama madhumanishye madhuvashya vimadhavadishya vimadhamatim devebhyo. These are Shanti mantra. Again, you're praying for peace. That is the importance given to peace, because without peace you cannot be sustaining. Moksha rolled out. So you be at peace, you also ensure everybody is at peace. That guarantees your peace in return. So the rule is simple. I take care of your peace, you take care of mine. The world will be without any problem. Right? So we start with this. And the swaras here, as I have said in the first class, Anudata, Bha, Anu, Dram, Udata, Ka, Udata, Ne, Swarita. I intentionally accentuated a little bit in the beginning when I'm teaching, so that when you're used to that high pitch, high note, as you chant faster, it will come down a little bit, but still you'll be spot on. So Karne Bhish. So anybody can tell me why I am dragging it Karne Bhish? Why? Mute. You're on mute, Anuji. Why I'm dragging Ne? Karne Bhish. Correct. So why are people so nervous to answer a simple question? Ka is 1 matra, Ne is 2. So I have to drag it, right? Shro, no, 1 matra. L. The drop has to be crystal clear. We can't be just shy. Shro, no, oh. Shro, no, ya, ma. Don't let that ma go from Swarita. Half-heartedly, if you say Shrunu Yama Ma, nobody knows whether it is Udata, Swarita. Instead, Shrunu Yama Ma is hitting the note, Swarita. Devaha, no up and down, Udata, both. So technically, Visarga, people say Ha, Deva, Ha, because that's how we are used to it. But for the geeks, it is not supposed to be chanted as Ha, it is Deva. You just chop the Ha at the top. Ha. So it will attract only one matra. So Bhadram, Lalla is different from Bhadram. Bhadram, wrong. Bhadram. So it is very important to start with Anudata. You must know where the note should start, where it is ending. Lalla. If you don't feel comfortable with Bhadram, whether you started it right or wrong, you say Lalla and repeat it. Lalla. Shrodno. La la. Lalla. La la. Two different swaras. Correct? Bhadram karne bhish. Bhihi is already substituted with ish. Shrodno yama devaha. Then you come to Pashye Makshabhir Yatraha. I lectured so much about the not breaking up, not chopping the words. It becomes meaningless, grammatically wrong. And now I have got the audacity to break my own rule. Because for teaching, I learned it the hard way that if you talk too much of grammar, people get bored. They are saying we are not here for a Sanskrit class. We want to teach how you teach us how to chant. I had huge problems in the Soundarya class. We were not making progress. So we decided we'll strike a deal. So there I said I will split it the way I want to split it, whether it is grammatically right or wrong. So that is how I teach. It's easy to learn because it becomes more phonetic and you can remember that. And the combinations are very important. Like here, pash ye makshabhir. I want pash ye one group, makshabhir one group, yajatraha third group. If you follow the groups, if you follow the nuances of where to take a pause, why, how, then your chanting will be correct and in sync with others. You keep on reading the swaras without practicing it, without understanding the nuances, you will never be in sync with everybody else. You will be chanting this like a shloka, no matter how much of technical information I give. So in the audio file also, there is a lot of padabhedam I have done. Use the audio file to keep on practicing it and take a sankalpam that don't go for speed. Oh, Kumar, you started as Ganana Am Twa Twa Ganana Am. No, I'm doing it for many years, so I can do that. When you are learning, you need to go slow, ensure that the matra swaras are correct. And once you are doing it right, speed will automatically come. Nobody can stop you. Okay? Please avoid the tendency to rush. And especially if you are used to hearing all these things from various other places, I don't mind taking names. Chinmaya, Sai Mandir, every place. They are not proclaiming themselves as Veda classes, Veda Patashala. Their goal is different, their objectives are different, so they may be okay in being not so technical. But you learn from there and you come and chant, you're not doing the right thing. So you have an opportunity to learn it, to chant the right way, grasp it, internalize it, and make sure that you follow the rule. Otherwise, you're going to acquire a lot of dosham, which you don't want. So we will stop with this because it is already 1 hour. We'll continue from here the next time. I will share the audio file before the next time. Listen to it because they are not the audio files like you're listening to the Ganapatyatharvaseersham. These are training audios, very useful. Download it on your iPad, phone, etc. Keep listening to it over and over again, and you will see the difference. So far, so good. Was this class useful? Anything that you want to ask before we wrap up?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Is
you
it-
can send us the audio files. We'll download it and get
Okay.
it somewhere.
Okay. And I'm observing some chat comments on the YouTube. I don't know, Govindra, if you're there on YouTube, you will also be able to see it. There is one Panditji Dabral. He was there in the morning class. He is now attending the YouTube session in the evening one too. And you can see Sonalji, who is in UK. She felt so bad that she missed the morning class because I didn't know UK is already fallen back by 1 hour today. So because of the daylight adjustment, she missed the class. So she said, "Don't worry, I stand committed. It is 2 a.m. in UK right now," and she's on the class. So that is a level of commitment that you would that will take you places. It may sound very painful now, but it will take you places because once you are fluent in chanting and people say, "Oh, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about," it is your own satisfaction that will take you to a different level. You can go up and down on the speed without making mistakes. You will know why avagraha requires one matra. Somebody says how many matras, you can answer those questions. You will know where to break, where not to break, where to catch a breath, where not to catch a breath. And most importantly, pashye makshabhir. This grouping is absolutely etched in stone. So if you try to read it as pashye makshabhe, yeah, jatra, not going to work. That combination is etched in stone. You have to only learn it the way it is supposed to be. Then you will be in sync with everybody. Otherwise, you will be in a different track compared to the rest of the people. So do not take the inputs that I'm giving lightly, because I don't think I'll keep repeating this when we go into the every suktam, etc. This you have to master it regardless of how busy you are, and that will help you. Right? Any other question, or can we wrap up?
Can wrap.
Thank you. Good night. Yeah.
Right.